Hello and welcome back to the Off-Grid family. Today I've got my little helper with me. And what are we going to be making today, Lily?
I've said it so many times. Orange marmalade.
Orange marmalade. We've got loads of oranges. Some of them I'm making for a friend. It's a good way of using up oranges because we're not very good orange fans in this house, are we? Nah. Right. Let's get on. Right, okay, these oranges have been washed. You need to make sure that they are thoroughly washed and get the wax off. And you need to remove all the pips. We're also going to get rid of this bit here.
The stem part.
The stem bit, the yucky bit there at the bottom. So, we're going to...
It looks like you're cutting an onion or something, like cutting the edges off, then peeling off the skin.
Yeah. I'm just going to show you with one, and it'll be the same process for all of them, otherwise you're going to get... bored. Okay, so we're going to cut in half.
I've never seen an orange like that before.
Of course you have, you Wally.
Yeah, but like, why is it so parted with white between it?
That's called the plith. Plith? Pilth? Pilth? Plith? One sec, I'll just have to check.
10 hours later.
Jay? What's it called? The plith or the white bit? Pith. Okay. Right, okay. So, this is called the plith.
Pith.
And I'm not going to tell you how I'm going to remember that now. And this will be the natural pectin. So I've got normal sugar. When you're making things like apple sauce, for instance, you need pectin, but we're going to use this. Has got the natural pectin in. So what we're going to do is we're going to cut all these. Any pips you've got you want to discard. And say like this one here, the skin isn't that great. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to...
Take the skin off.
Yeah, I'm going to peel that one and just use the insides because...
So the bad ones take
nice.
the ones that have got like wrinkly and bad outside,
Yeah.
then peel the skin off, and then the ones that are good keep the skin on.
That's right.
I know, I'm amazing. I'm Albert Einstein.
Now I'm going to cut these very thinly. How should we do this? Should we do it this way?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. I hate cutting cucumber because that always happens. Get it correct. Bravo. Why does that remind me of lemons?
Lemons and oranges are the same, aren't they, really? In the set inside.
Keep on cutting it wrong. But it's fine. You can still use it. It's like,
Not the greatest with knives, to be fair.
neither am I. Dad's the professional. We should have done it that way, probably, because it's easier that way. Well, I don't really know, to be honest, but it looks easier.
That's going to be too thick. You really want it quite thinly because this is what you're going to go, like, you know, what have you spread it on your toast?
Your toast, your bread, your banana.
Bananas. Would you spread marmalade on your bananas?
I don't know.
Different, I suppose. Now, you're going to do like that, and I'm going to put it in a big saucepan. But it's going to take me a long time to chop all them. So, back in a second. Okay, so in here I have a lot of oranges. I got so bored, really annoyed. But there we go. And in here also are some lemons. I've got 4 lemons in there. Still pips. So how many times you think you've got all the pips and you haven't? And then you just find them. I think eat with caution. But there we are, that's fine. So what I'm going to do now is you need to add 8 cups of water per 4 large oranges. Now, because these were small oranges compared to like the Jaffa oranges, I'm going to do 8 cups per 6, and I have got 18 oranges in here because I didn't do them all because, as I say, I got really bored. So, and then you've got to also add 8 cups of water to the equivalent of sugar. So I'm going to show you now what I'm going to do next. Put my water in here, but if you feel that it's too thick, you can just add extra water towards the end of the process. So I'm going to add my sugar now. Yep. That's a cool sound. I don't need to measure this one out now because I know. So, see you in a sec. Right, this is what's going to happen now. This is going to be brought to the boil. Sugar's going to get dissolved, and then it's going to be left at room temperature for a minimum of 8 hours. Doesn't matter if it's left longer than that, but you need it for a minimum of 8 hours. So I'll see you tomorrow. Okay, so this is the next day. What we've got in this pan now is the peel and the water and the sugar. The peel, the oranges, the water and the sugar. And this now has been brought back up to a boil. I'm just going to take the lid off so you can see it. Woo! Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to reduce the heat, take the lid off, and I'm going to simmer it for about 2 hours. Lily, can you tell everyone, if it was smelly-vision, what would they be able to smell right now?
Delicious oranges.
Does our kitchen smell really nice? Yeah? Okay. Are you going to help me later? Do you love me lots?
Yeah, but you know, I literally said to her, "Oh, can you call me down when you finish chopping them?" Because it was so boring just watching her cut them. She forgot. She did everything without me. But it's okay, I don't mind.
Okay, this is it after about half an hour. This is with the lid off. And all I'm doing is coming along and mixing it occasionally. And hopefully it'll reduce down and we'll have yummy marmalade. Right, okay, so this has had quite a few hours boiling away, and I've whopped up the heat, and now it's reached 220 degrees. I've done the plate test, and that has told me that it is going to set. The plate test is you put a cold plate in the fridge, get it out the fridge, put a spoonful on your plate, put it back in the fridge. Once it's cooled down, if it basically ripples, then you know that it's done. Keep on doing it until you get that. Basically, just keep on boiling it and then you'll get that consistency. Now, as you can see on the top, there is some foam. Now, what I'm going to do with that is when I jar it up, I'm going to avoid it. My jars are sterilising. Well, they've been sterilised, and there's my tongs. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to jar it up. Okay, right, I'm going to give this a stir. I'm going to get my jars. Now I have done quite a lot of canning. Well, not a huge amount, but I've done quite a bit of canning. And anyone that has watched my videos, I am not very good at getting, just canning them, just make an awful mess. I'm just not very good at getting liquids into a jar. It's quite bad, embarrassing. Oh, get the water out. Okay, I'm going to do with that for now. I don't know if you can see that. Let me zoom in. See it down the side, every time. And this is going to be quite a chunky marmalade. If you don't want it chunky, you can either take them out when you spread it on your toast or whatever, or you can chop them a bit smaller. These jars will definitely need a wipe down. Terrible. I'll just do one more, just so you can see how much mess I can truly make. What you want to do with these, you want to let them cool down. You want to put the lids on, just on the top. You don't want to seal them. Just want to put the lids on, just loosely, until it's cooled down a bit. You want to tap it to get all the air bubbles out. And then once they are sealed, you can label them with what they are, when you made them. And also I like to store them in the fridge once they're opened. So if you're giving them away to somebody as presents or whatever, make sure you put that as well, so they know. Okay, so I've got more jars, more marmalade to put in. But I'm not going to bore you while I do it because it'll be embarrassing for you to see all the mess that I make. So I'll see you when I've cleaned up. You are probably all screaming at your screens right now saying, why don't you use a canning funnel? Well, I have one. Problem I have got is that the opening is too wide for these jars, so it just sits nicely snug over the top. Gives it just a big cuddle, it doesn't fit in it. So I have ordered a new one, but post is taking a little bit longer to come at the minute, so this is what I'm doing instead. Okay, so there you have your orange marmalade. The lids are only just put on a little bit, and once it's cooled down they will get tightened, and that will then create the seal. So there you have it. That's your yummy orange marmalade. Just got to wait now, that's the only thing. You just have to wait for it to cool down. It's probably better to wait about 24 hours if you can wait that long, that is. So that is how you get that to that. Check that out. Jar's pretty hot. Quite cool, isn't it? Guess I'll see you again soon. Okay, hopefully you liked this video. If you did, like and subscribe to see more of my videos.